This week's video is not about virtual reality. We've already talked about that. We've talked about, what virtual reality is and what that means for the fitness industry. What we're talking about this time, though, is the fear about it. When we had a look at the sorts of conversations that people or instructors were having about virtual reality, it basically fell down to two groups. One about virtual reality coming into the fitness industry, but the other one was more about the fear that instructors were feeling about coming into the fitness industry. So let's talk about what that fear is all about. Like what's the source of it, and how can you solve that issue?
I think when you feel that there is competition, you can see it in two different ways. You can see it, okay, it's positive, it's healthy. This means I need to work probably a bit harder. Or the other ones would look at it and would feel threatened.
Yeah.
So that's where this fear that we're talking about is what we want to discuss today. So the question would be, where is that fear coming from for you as an instructor? If you feel this way, why? Maybe you need to spend a little bit of quiet time and analyze your teaching skills, maybe your delivery. Maybe when was the last time that you attended a workshop? When was the last time that you went to a fitness conference? When was the last time that you learned something fresh and new and you felt that you had something to give to your clients, your participants? And when was the last time you filmed yourself teaching a class so you can then do a little bit of self analyzation, I guess that's the word. Would that be the word?
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. That's the word, Maria. And I like when I saw the virtual class coming into one of the gyms I worked at. I mean, I asked the question, what's going on? Are we going to get replaced by video? And that certainly wasn't the response. In fact, what they wanted to do was provide options for people outside the current live instructor situation. But I tell you what, there's been a couple of times when I've walked in to teach my regular class and there's an instructor before me and that instructor wasn't able to show up, and virtual was there to provide an alternative option because obviously clients are going to miss out on the class. But you really have to address what the challenge is that you're facing. If you're freaking out about virtual reality, it does say something about you, feeling that you're going to get replaced by a video. Now, why would a video be better than you? That's what you've got to ask yourself. And probably there's some hard truths. Now, there is no single instructor in the world that doesn't need to work on something. And we always say, yes, there's something to work on, but do you actually work on it? Are you actively looking at what you can do to make it a more positive experience for your participants? We talk a lot about this in Watch Your Body Language. And, how do you greet people? How often do you smile? How often do you make eye contact? How do you know people's names? How well do you interact with them? All of those things actually create the experience, not the workout. People can come in and do a workout anywhere, anytime. But it's more about, do they feel special, engaged, and you create that opportunity to make them feel like they're part of something. That's what you got to work on, yeah? So with My Group Move, that's what we're doing. We're teaching you those skills.
That you need to stay competitive and to feel confident to deliver amazing classes.